rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy to have to go up against.
Leonard attacking Aldridge. And stolen by Parsons. To the wing right side. Nowitzki against Aldridge. That's good. Nowitzki's got his first 2 points. Well, going back to Nowitzki, his value at this point of his career cannot be measured by stats alone.
Exactly, and that's what wasn't there last year, that great team of guys around him, because that's really when he's at his very best. He can still fill it up fast, and he's one of the smartest players in the league, too.
Here's Williams. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Parsons' shot is off. That's doubting for San Antonio. It was a loss to Phoenix. Here's Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Green. Powered down with both hands.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Parker kicks to Leonard. Dishes it to Green. Matthews with the steal. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took. He saw that one was going long, and he tracked it down.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Matthews passes to Nowitzki. Buries it from three-point range. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Wasted no time on that one.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
Kicks it to Pachulia. The pass to Nowitzki. And it's Dallas with another.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
The drive by Green. And that one's good. Green's got 6 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Duncan can't hit.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Nobody near Williams. Another three for Dallas.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Matthews after the miss from Tim Duncan.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The drive by Green will not go. This is off the front iron. Outside Matthews. Pachulia trying to break loose. Matthews no good. That's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. And guys, Tim Duncan still dominant after 18 years. You know, he's reshaped his body. He has gotten a brand new diet, which he says has had a huge benefit. We saw it in the playoffs last year. Greg, I think, you know, he probably was one of the top 5 overall performers in last year's playoffs.
No doubt about it. We continue to write this guy off, Kevin, and he just continues to defy Father Time. I mean, there was a point where he was starting to feel the wear and tear, especially in his knees, but being the competitor he is, he decided to dictate to his body rather than letting his body dictate to him.
Mills dishes to Diaw. Rejected by Nowitzki. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Powell, he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's Ginobili outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Matthews against Diaw. From the arc. Mills with the rebound.
You know, getting back to Duncan, when you talk to his teammates, they'll tell you he's disciplined. He maintains a strict diet, does off-the-floor training, from boxing to swimming, throwing tires, running in the sand. That keeps him motivated and engaged.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Barea, all alone. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
1 second left. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Dallas as they end the first quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, is getting in the passing lanes. They've been active with their hands, feet have been in good position, and they've come up with a lot of steals. That's making a difference here, too.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Chandler Parsons. Powell is up there with JaVale McGee. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then it's Felton in at the two-guard spot. Here's Powell, but they get it back. Dallas again missing.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
For a while, the Spurs were viewed as a slow-it-down team from their championships almost a decade ago. That isn't the case at all anymore.
You know, I think it took the viewing public quite a while to catch on, though, Kevin, because now most people look at the Spurs as one of the more exciting brands of basketball in our league. Just watching one game of them, and now you know that is the case.
And Ginobili, here we go. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for foul. Nowitzki left side. Ginobili with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out and transition.
Pass to Nowitzki. The feed now to Barea. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Barea's got his second bucket of the night. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Good on the shot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Offensive rebound. McGee, the pass to Nowitzki. Fader on the way. McGee dishes to Nowitzki. And at last, they get one to fall.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
From 10 feet out, Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 7 points for Manu Ginobili.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Look now for San Antonio. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for West. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Parker's subbed in for Patty Mills. Pachulia, he's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for J.J. Barea.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his games. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
Taking 2 shots.
And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And here is Parker. After the three-pointer from Chandler Parsons. The drive by Green. Leonard, the pass to Aldridge. Misses in close.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And they're running. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Parsons. 8 points for him. No good. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And here they go. And that one's good. Parker.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
It's Williams with the drive. Parsons dishes to Williams. Here's Nowitzki. Dallas again missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
You know, you look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 70% from 12 feet and in, excluding drives. That's pretty good.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. And stolen by Aldridge. And it's Leonard with the jam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
And Green slams it in.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
For the Mavs, and that 70% shooting from 12 feet and in, a lot of dirt, high posts, and push shots from their guards will do that.
It isn't the most efficient shot by analytics, but there is a lot to be had in the mid-range. If teams only protect the three and the rim, you can feast on them with the little short push shots, and the Mavs did that last season.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Matthews comes in for Parsons. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Williams. Outside Matthews. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Out to Parker. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Parker's got 6 in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Williams for 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Marjanovic. And that one's good. Duncan's got his first bucket of the night.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
There's the bucket. Good.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And he hits the jump shot. Williams has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs lead by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
Here we go, San Antonio.
The 3rd quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
We've seen Nowitzki playing a good game here. 13-point, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the 3rd. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
And you know what? Last season, Tim Duncan added another record to his growing resume. I mean, he passes Karl Malone as the all-time leader in double-doubles.
Nobody near Parsons. The 3. Count that one. Parsons got 11.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Down low. Matthews passes to Pachulia. Parsons dishes to Williams. For the lead. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 11 points in the game. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, 2 good nail fights so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio trailing here. He feeds it to Aldridge. And stolen by Nowitzki. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
And the Spurs with some changes. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. And then for Dallas, JaVale McGee comes in for Zaza Pachulia. And Barea subbed in for Darren Williams. Aldridge kicks to Ginobili.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
On its way from Parsons for 2. Nowitzki kicks to Matthews. From downtown, San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's deflected.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great.